the track.
Back with another video, CDS Gang, and I'm back with another reaction video. And today reaction video gonna be about Queen Naija telling her part of the story. And yes, I got some tea for y'all. And I've been waiting for her part of the story, so y'all know before I even start her video, I got to pop some gum in my mouth because I've been waiting for her part of the story. So I do not got my laptop with me because my brother's using it, so I got to watch the video off my phone. So before we get started, make sure I like this video. We're about to get into the video right now.
What's up, Queendom? It's your girl Queen. I am back with another video, and I'm sure from the title you can already tell it's going to be a story time or something of that sort. So, first of all, it's been a lot going on. I've been getting ready to drop my album. I've really been trying to just focus on that because this is a very big moment in my life. It's my debut album. Like, this is my dream. Like, this is... I just want to put my full focus on it, you know? And so I've been busy with that, but as you guys know, there's been some other things going on as well on the internet, and if you know, you know. I wasn't going to come and make a video or say anything because truthfully, if I ever came back to my channel, or when I came back to my channel, I wanted to just come refreshed, and I don't know, I just hate that, like, every time I come and do a video, I'm always like, it's always something about some drama, but I always feel the need to, like, just tell my side of things, just because when you don't explain your side of the story to a situation, you give people more room to make assumptions that aren't true. As y'all know, it's been a whole situation with the exes going on, and I seen the very last video. I watched it, and I'm gonna keep it 100% real with you guys. I felt bad. I really did. I didn't feel bad because I'm guilty of anything that she was insinuating that I did, but I felt bad because, first of all, that's just how my heart is set up. Like, I don't know, like, I'm just super, super nice, and as a woman, like, I could feel it. Like, I could feel, you know, where she was coming from, and I've been in a place like that before where, you know, I was heartbroken, or, like, you know, something like that. I don't know if she's still heartbroken, but I don't know. But I just feel like I wanted to come here and just basically give you guys my point of view of things, because I feel like in a way my character could be misinterpreted or misconstrued. And I have a brand. I'm a singer, and I don't want to be looked at as, like, that kind of person that maliciously just does things to people. And I also have a family brand. I have 2 kids. You know, we got the Royal Family channel, and I think I have every right to come and clear my name as well, just like everyone else.
Right.
I need you guys to understand the place I was in when I first ever spoke to Clarence at all. It's been said a lot and continuously that I cheated, and I was doing something sneaky, but truthfully, you guys, of course, I was legally still in a marriage, but it was a situation where, like, my ex, Chris, he had already been moving single, like a single man, for the longest. And you guys know that if you follow my story, you guys know that after the situation that happened with the 3 girls who came and exposed him for that whole situation, after that I even, like, stayed and stuck around. Truthfully, I stuck around because, for one, I didn't have my own money to leave. I wasn't prepared to leave. I just didn't have my own stuff. Like, my credit was super low. It was just so much going on where it made it very hard for me to leave. And plus, you know, we have a son. So when I messaged Clarence, it wasn't like in a sneaky kind of way, but I was in ATL, and this was during Hurricane Harvey. We had went to Atlanta to escape the hurricane, And Chris and me, we wasn't even like really together. We probably did like maybe one video as a group when we was like in the house with Janae and them, but we wasn't really together when we went to Atlanta. He was doing his own thing, and I knew he was doing his own thing. It was pretty much over to me. Like, I feel like once someone is disloyal and they move single and they move funny and they talk to different people and like they're doing it blatantly where you know it and they don't care, it's like at this point. So anyway, when I messaged Clarence, I didn't have no intentions or no, like, I wasn't plotting like, yeah, I'm about to message him and then I'm gonna go see him. And you guys, truthfully, I think I was scrolling. I seen Clarence on my Explore page and I had seen him before. I clicked on his page and it was his page. And I was like, oh, this is really his page. And I was just scrolling through, and of course, you know, I thought he was a handsome guy. Because I had seen him before and I always thought he was handsome. But I didn't see no girl on his page. You know, I didn't see no girl on his page. So when I DM'd him, it was kind of like one of those things where, I don't know, hey, let me just DM this person and see what's up. Like, not in a way to like be sneaky or like, ooh, I'm about to, you know, I don't know. Honestly, truth be told, I don't know why I did it. I think part of the reason was just because I was just already feeling down and low and just, I don't know, I wanted to converse with someone else, I guess, you know. That's the honest truth. Because, you know, Chris was doing what he was doing. I just feel, I don't know. I really don't know. But anyway, when we conversed, you guys seen the messages. Clarence showed it in his past video. We were talking very just like, it wasn't like flirtatious or anything. It was really just talking about what was going on with us. And yeah, as you guys can see, I did tell him, I went into detail about what I was going on, but he asked me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he said it was getting crazy for him, and I was like, what is it? And I said, shit, it's getting crazy for me too. And when he asked, I told him what was going on, like, and I didn't mind telling him what was going on, just because, I don't know, like, it was already public. It was already public what was going on, so I was like, forget it. And I've always been a super transparent person. I can talk to a stranger, which is kind of bad sometimes. I can talk to a stranger and literally when they leave, they know so much about me, and I know that's so bad. So I want you guys to know that I didn't do that to, I don't know, get him to feel bad for me or just try to like, I don't know. I did that with everybody, truthfully. So it's not just Clarence. But when he told me that he had a girl or whatever, when I was like, you know, you should start YouTube, and if you got a girl, you can prank her. And when he told me he had someone, I didn't like try to say, oh, well, actually, I was like, yo, well, why ain't she on your page? Like, girls love that. You should put it on your page, like, so people can know. So, I don't know. He was saying also right there that it was complicated. And it was complicated with me too. So, you know, it didn't go no further. Anywho, though, I followed him. And around that same time when I followed him, I remember getting a call from Chris. And Chris was like, why you follow him? Like, and I'm just like, what? Like, first of all, why are you even calling me, checking me? Because you're doing what you're doing. Like, you have no room to ask me what I'm doing, who I'm following, or anything. You're moving like the way you want to move. I'm gonna move how I want to move. And it wasn't flirtatious. You know, I still was explaining to him, like, it wasn't like that. He said he's gonna send us hoodies and all that stuff. And Chris still felt intimidated, I feel like, because he's seen how he looked. He knew, like, I think I even like mentioned him to Chris before, because me and Chris would always like just kind of vocal about, we did Smash Your Passes together, you know. So like I knew who he found attractive, and he knew who I found attractive. I told him. So he had been knew that. He was like, no, fuck that, unfollow him. Even though I didn't feel like I needed to do that, I did it out of respect, because first of all, I didn't want no trouble in the house. We were still living together. It's not like I had my own, like a lot of money of my own to go take and go move, you know. So I just unfollowed him, I guess, to keep the peace, because when it got crazy with me and him, it got crazy. And it's a lot of things that you guys don't know that went on behind closed doors. It got crazy, okay? I'm not gonna say anything, but it got super crazy. I didn't want no trouble, like, when we got back to the same house. So I was like, okay, forget it. From that point, when we went back to Houston, we ended up going back together. I don't know, I didn't speak to Clarence anymore, because I just, like I said, he had a girl. I didn't want no trouble. I didn't want to like drag it on. But as me and Clarence weren't talking, like, things got worse and worse between me and Chris. We wasn't having sex. We wasn't sleeping together in the same bed. He was going out every night. He was doing what he wanted to. He was sleeping with other girls. It was just kind of relationship was over. He wasn't happy with me. He didn't want to be with me, you know? But I was still we was kind of just still there, just playing like, I was just kind of playing like I was okay with it, because like it was nothing else I could really do. Speed it up. Things was getting worse. And one day I think I was scrolling across YouTube, and I seen that Clarence had did a Smash Your Pass video. Now, me and Clarence had talked about him starting a YouTube channel, right? And when I seen that he made a YouTube channel, I was like, oh, so he really did it, you know? And when I went and watched the video, I seen him and Mod doing a Smash Your Pass, and I didn't even know that my name was in there. I was like, yo, what? Like, and then what he said, I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Like, I got a little offended. I ain't gonna lie. So I had went to look for him on Instagram, and I found out, I seen that, like, I couldn't find him, so I went to my block list, like, yo, did I block him? And I know I didn't do it, so in my head, I'm like, okay, I ain't block him, I know who did it. So I hit him up, and I was like, I think I commented on his story or something. You guys seen this, something about the socks with slippers or whatever. And then he was like, he started talking back to me. And I was like, yo, what you said, I was just basically telling him about what he said in the video. Like, that was funny. Like, Frank's Red Hot, oh, I'm not sweet. You know, like, just kind of, I don't know, picking at him about what he said. Obviously, at this point, if he's doing a Smash Your Pass on a bunch of girls, including me, I still didn't see no girl on his page. Like, from this, wait a minute. Actually, I think I watched some more of his videos. Yeah, that's right. I watched some more of his videos besides his Smash Your Pass, and he was like, he was a single man. He was doing a Q&A, he was like, he's a single man. So from that point, like I said, I never had seen who he was with ever before, never seen a picture of or anything. He said he was single. I felt like, nigga, my relationship was over, so I was like, oh, okay, you know. So we started talking. Now, when we started talking on Instagram, like some more, it went over to Snapchat. We started talking on Snapchat. And I was still living in that house, but like I said, felt like I was just a roommate. Like, niggas was moving how they want to move. And yeah, me and Clarence was just conversating, you know? Like, we got a little deeper. We started talking about things that we were going through and, like, our past. Like, I had mentioned to him, like, what I was going through in my relationship. He had mentioned to me about, he was talking about how he was going through, like, a toxic kind of situation on and off. And, like, we was, at that point, we were like confiding in each other as friends. We never spoke about sex. We never spoke about anything. And it went from us talking about that to really, like, just falling asleep on the phones every single night. That's another thing I want you guys to know. I didn't just up and fly to New York.
I feel like this video is long.
Me and Clarence was talking on the phone, falling asleep on FaceTime
like 28 minutes on
for a good, like, I don't know, month and a half or something like that. And, like, it made us, like, you know, feel for each other a little bit more. I could tell. He would tell me how he felt, like, you know, how he felt different about me and things like that. I would tell him the same. So we started developing, like, a liking for each other and possibly feelings. Then we spoke about doing a video. We spoke about doing a video together because we felt like it would be a good money move, for one. We already had, like, fan pages of people collaging our pictures together. It was crazy, man. And, like, it was like, man, they really, like, people kept saying, I ship y'all. So I was thinking in my head, you know, this is great for my channel because I need to get my money up, you know? I had money with the Kristen Queen channel, but I don't consider that to be my money because when I left, I couldn't even have half of that. Like, he wasn't even giving me half of it. And I didn't care at the point because I was just like, listen, I don't want no money or anything. I just really want to be done with this relationship, with this whole thing. Because it was draining. Like,
God, I would have went to court or something for that money.
You know, of course I smiled on camera. We did what we did for our brand. But that shit was draining, y'all. And it was a lot, like I said, that happened behind closed doors that you guys do not know about. So, yeah, I was like, yeah, this is a money move. Maybe I come out there and, like, we do some videos. First time I went out there, I went with Ari and Vashay and some other girls. I was scared to go by myself. I know what was like. I know, like, we had talked on the phone, but I was still scared. It was New York. I didn't want to go by myself. But I had still made plans to, go see him for the first time in person. And we seen each other. We didn't do a video that time, but we did see each other. I went back home. I went back to Houston. I was living with Armand and Trey by this time. I was working on my videos because I was just trying to get my bag up. Listen, I was trying to leave. I was trying to get my own apartment. I was going to get my apartment in Houston. Actually, I think me and Ari was talking about moving in together. When I went back to New York the second time, we chose to do our first video together. I had met his sister Lee, who had helped me out with a situation with medicine, because I had released medicine on YouTube, which Clarence also encouraged me that I should release it on New Year's, because he was just like, you should just go ahead with it. Like, this is like a new beginning for you. And I was like, yeah, but I was scared, because I knew once I released medicine, y'all, I could never go back to Chris. I was like, once I do this, it's done. Like, because nobody knew that Chris had cheated again. I kept that secret because I didn't want to look stupid. I didn't want to look stupid all over again. Like, damn, people going to say, I told you so. And I just didn't want to. So when people started asking, like, why aren't you doing a video for Chris no more? Like, why you at Trey Armand's house? Like, I didn't want to say it because I felt stupid. I felt so dumb. Like, damn, I really stayed. I look dumb. So I made a song. I made medicine, Anyway, Clanton, and he encouraged me to release it New Year's. I released it. That happened. Somebody stole my song, put it on Apple, was getting money for it. So I met Lee. Lee was a businesswoman. And she helped me out. Like, she helped me out a lot. Then we started talking business. And I was like, yo, could you go through my emails? And, I don't go through my emails or anything like that. I don't know about labels. And she used to be a manager of, back in the day, of Nappy Roots. So, like, she had some experience in that. I kept extending my New York trip when I was out there. I don't know, it just felt so good to be there. I felt so free. I had a friend out there that, like, I really still consider him my friend. Even if I had a crush on him or liked him, I still consider him my friend. Because we told each other literally, like, anything. Like, if he was talking to another girl or texting another girl, I didn't really care. Even if I did like him, I didn't care because we were not committed to each other. You know what I'm saying? I did not care. I wasn't like one of those kind of girls that try to force him, like, what are we? What we doing? Like, only talk to me. I wasn't like that. Like, and I feel like that's why he was super cool with me too, because I was not forceful on him. I never forced anything. But I do feel like the more and more we got to know each other and be together, he felt my vibe. He got to know me more. He looked at me as a different person. I wasn't the girl that he seen on the Smash or Pass challenge. He said I had a bad outfit or whatever, but whatever. Also, the camera don't do me justice. This camera's not doing me justice. I look way better in person, just let y'all know. The people that see me in person can vouch for it. But, like, he was feeling my vibe. I could tell. I knew it. I was feeling his vibe. And we just, like, we still was keeping it, like, we still was friends. Friends with feelings building. So the situation, like, with his ex, I was aware that he was still getting over a 5-year relationship. That's understandable because I was too. I'm not gonna lie, when I finally signed the divorce papers, with Chris after seeing him, I'm not gonna lie, I sat in the car and I cried. And Lee was right there next to me. I cried because, like, it's not that I like wanted to be with him. It was also like a feeling of like, damn, 5 years down the drain, what's gonna happen next? Like, I know that relationship was toxic, but he's all I knew. Like, I'm really like, you know what I'm saying? I'm really going through my head like, dang. But I knew for a fact I didn't want to go back because it was so unhealthy and it was so toxic. And it only broke me down the more and more I stayed. Physically, emotionally, mentally, it broke me down being in that marriage, And I'm sure you guys could tell by just in my personality. And when Clarence met me and seen me, it's like he brought something new out of me. And he wanted to make me feel good. I wanted to make him feel good too because from what I was told, that was a very toxic situation for him as well. And I understood, man. Like, you can't just get over someone someone that you loved for 5 years. I totally get that. But at the same time, us bonding and confiding with each other only made us kind of closer, you know? Obviously, we did things. I got pregnant. I didn't plan to get pregnant. I don't check my ovulation. I never did that. I don't know. I just never did that because, one, I had a super bad miscarriage the year before. Terrible miscarriage, y'all. I lost so much blood, I thought I was going to die. I thought that something was wrong with me. I thought, like, maybe I can't have kids. And the only reason why I thought that was because even when I got pregnant with CJ, I was having unprotected sex for a very long time. And it took me a while to get pregnant. Truthfully, before CJ, I can't confirm if it was a miscarriage or not, but I remember one day feeling the pain so deep. I lost so much blood, and I don't know what it came from. I never confirmed if it was a miscarriage or not. It could have been. And then I was having unprotected sex more. I got pregnant with CJ after 2 years. Had complications with CJ. Me and CJ could have died. CJ's heart rate was going down. My heart, like, it was just like, I didn't know. So I was like, I'm scared to have kids. I had to have a C-section with him. Then, in my marriage, you know, I was still doing things, and I never got pregnant. I was like, okay, maybe I just can't, I don't know, maybe just, I don't know. Then I got pregnant. I had a miscarriage. Okay, so I'm thinking in my head, maybe like my body is just rejecting kids. Like maybe CJ was just my miracle baby. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is, when I had that miscarriage, bro, something in me told me it just wasn't meant. It just wasn't meant. It's so crazy because I seen a video of, like last year, I seen a video of me saying something about the name Legend. I seen a Facebook post of me saying, man, I just keep seeing the name Legend everywhere. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy. It's like I was like manifesting it, or I was just like, I seen signs. I lost the baby, but I was still seeing the name Legend everywhere. It was so weird, you guys. And then fast forward, I meet Clarence, and I get pregnant. I did not think I was going to get pregnant.
That was your rainbow, baby girl.
I didn't think Clarence was telling me he thought his soldiers didn't march. He thought they didn't march because he had never had a pregnancy scare with any girl. So on my end, I'm like, okay, well, shoot, we fine. I think we slipped up one time. I never got pregnant, so I was like, oh, okay. That was our business, though. We wasn't going to tell nobody that. Like, of course, people probably read into it and seen it, but by that time, Clarence was a single man. We were not committed to each other. We still had a very close friendship, but just doing grown people things. I don't know what happened on the other side of that, but all I know is, like, I was very understanding. I never planned anything out. I never maliciously moved or tried to take someone's family away, or, you know, I never did that. Like, I'm not that kind of girl. I'm not that kind of person, because like I said, I know how it feels. I never did anything to hurt. I would never do anything just to hurt another woman. If anything, I was just going off of what I felt. I couldn't help my feelings. And me and Clarence, I think we told a story on how, like, we first told each other we loved each other. It was crazy because, like, he even felt crazy saying it, because he was just like, man, this is so crazy. I was just in a whole 5-year relationship, but it feels like I've known you so long, you know? Like, it feels like, I don't know why, I feel like I love you, like, and I felt the same. I was like, Clarence, I feel like I love you too. It just happened. Nobody even meant for that to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure though, like, when you keep hanging with people, like, I don't know. I just, truth be told, I thought we was going to do our video, do some more videos, get a bag. I thought it was going to be business too, you know, and then kind of like fade away. That's what I really thought, but it turned out to be different. It turned out to be different, and I really cannot help that.
This video is
I really would never, it's not in me to be like, yeah, I wasn't even thinking about his ex. I wasn't even thinking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know her. All I could think about was the relationship that me and him was building. We was always very honest with each other, too. And we still to this day are very honest with each other about our past and how we feel about certain things. Like, we just got that kind of relationship. Like, we're friends, too, till this day. We're still friends. Anything that was said before, I don't know, by his mom or whatever, she didn't know me. So I get it. I completely get it. She didn't know me at all. And I was this new girl coming in. I had a kid already. She probably like, yo, who is this lady coming in? You know what I'm saying? And she already knew his ex for 5 years. So they probably had a relationship. And I understand that. You know, that's completely normal. I get that. But as she got to know me more and the kind of girl that I was, her love grew for me as well. She loves me now. She loves me. She loves me and she loves both of my kids. And she always tells me how appreciative she is of me, how I love her son, the way I love her son. She's thankful. I don't try to put Clarence. I try to be as easygoing as possible with Clarence. I can deal with him. I can handle him. I know what kind of man he is. He's a great man. But I know how to deal with Clarence. I know how to deal with him. And I don't know. I get him. You know? He gets me. So, I don't know. That's just my side, man. That's my side. I feel better because I got to clear, I don't know, my name. I don't know, shit. Like, maybe people won't even believe me. Maybe people will still be like, Queen, yeah, you still wrong. You knew what you was saying. Truthfully, I don't care what you guys are saying because I know my heart. You know what I'm saying? And me and Clarence, I feel like our relationship speaks for itself. We're very genuine. It was genuine. It was nothing. Maybe it started off something different, but it ended up something different. And that's just life. And that just happens. And sometimes
and I feel like she did not have to make this video for anybody.
Maybe, like me and Clarence don't even end up together forever. I feel like none of this stuff
should not be on internet because
things happen.
She already told this story.
But it was never
not like
to
this
hurt
story,
nobody,
but she already told like her part.
It was never to take anything away from anyone. I'm all for women. Like I make women empowerment songs. Like I make songs about stuff. So the fact that people are saying, "Oh, you a homewrecker," and how could you do that when you went through the same thing? Y'all just gotta understand the place that I was in from my point of view. I wasn't going through her. Like I'm not her. She's not me. We had a different view of life at the time. But I'm a very genuine person, bro. Like I don't have nothing against nobody. I don't have nothing against nobody at all. And I just wanted to come on here and say that for myself. Hope you guys can understand where I was coming from at the time. And we're happy. We have a son together. I don't want him to grow up and see certain things. I don't even want CJ to grow up and see certain things. But I know he's already starting to read. I'm going to have to explain to him one day. And if Legend sees everything else, you know, we're going to have to explain it to him. I don't want them to think of us as like bad people. Like life just happens, and I apologize to anybody that may feel like I was moving funny, but I wasn't. It just happened. So with that being said, I'm going to go back downstairs and get to my interviews. I have a lot of promo to do, mad promo. For my album. My album is dropping the 30th. Make sure you guys will get Misunderstood. There's some tea in there too, by the way. I need you guys to listen to the words. Listen to the words. Listen to my words closely because there are things I revealed in there that I feel like if you read in between the lines, you would know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm out of here. Love you guys. Deuces. I probably won't be back on the channel for a long time. I just came back on here to save my piece or whatever and make a bag at the same time because everyone else is making a bag. So, alright, love you guys. Out.
For y'all, that was the end of the video. There's nothing else to say about it. My camera about to turn off, so I would speak fast before I got to do all that editing and stuff. She said her part, everybody else say their part, everybody making their money and stuff, so there's nothing else to say about it. I feel like she already spoke on it before, so she didn't have to do that, but she did. But I love her so much, so I just don't understand. But make sure y'all like this video, comment and stuff if you're new here, turn up videos and stuff. And I will be back with more videos by CDS Gang.